everybody, welcome back to this week's version of Coach's Corner, and I am really happy and really sad all at the same time. This is our last week of sort of building out and explaining Coach Wooden's pyramid of success. It's had such a huge impact on me as a coach, but it's had an impact on so many, not only in sports world, but in the business world and even in families. And so we're just going to close it up talking about competitive greatness, which I think is maybe the most misinterpreted, misused block of the pyramid of success. We want to so badly define it by winning, or by success is getting a raise, or success is having increased status or power or recognition, or and obviously wins and losses in our realm. But that couldn't have been farther from the truth of what Coach Wooden meant. Success was defined by the peace of mind of knowing that you did your very, very best. And competitive greatness is being ready to do your best when your best is needed. It has nothing to do with the result. It's a byproduct of really being committed to mastering your craft, to giving to your team, to building all of those blocks we've talked about in previous weeks. It has nothing to do with the result. It has to do with, this peace. And, I think about all the time, when former players, this is my 24th season in coaching. And when players come back and talk about, what they remember or how it's impacted them, they really don't talk about the wins and losses. It is so rare. But they talk all the time about how it's prepared them to give their best when their best is needed. That without sports and without that competition, without that drive to be their very best, they would never have learned what their personal best is and what their success really is in that, having that peace of mind to know that they did their very best. I remember doing Dribble for the Cure earlier this year, and John Valley said, I can't imagine knowing my personal best without Coach Wooden's influence in my life and what that meant. The reality is that for us as coaches, I want our players to know how special they are and how incredibly talented they are and strong and courageous and driven, and they just fill in the blanks. There's so much more to them. And if I only define competitive greatness by wins and losses, boy, do I box them in and sell them short. So competitive greatness is truly knowing what is your personal best and what you're striving for, and the peace of mind to know you really did your very best, and to rest and leave it with that. It is not a result. It is a byproduct of the process that came before it. I could go on and on. I'll leave it pretty much at that. But my real hope is that when people get to the top of the pyramid of success, see their ladder standing against the right wall. So much we climb this ladder, or using the example of the pyramid, we climb the pyramid of success only to get to the top of the ladder and realize our ladder's really standing against the wrong wall. If it's not about what happens from the inside out, if it's not about character leading to that personal best. So I hope you define competitive greatness in the right way, because I think it really leads to a more peaceful life, a more influential life, and one that continues to pay it forward. Thanks so much for exploring the pyramid of success with us. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for joining us on this week's version of Coach's Corner.